Hello everyone, how are you all? In previous video, I had discussed class 9th English Beehive book, prose 1, the fun they had, page number 7 onwards. And we had completed our text. And in this video, I'll be discussing question answers of prose 1. Before we start our discussion, before I start discussing question answer with you people, I want to recapitulate the main points of the story. I had told you that this is a science fiction. It is a futuristic story. When the story begins, Margie writes a diary entry dated 17 May 2157. Tommy had found a book. And this book was found on attic. And it was an old book and contained crinkly pages. And this book was a strange thing for these two. And Margie did not like the school because she was performing poor and poor in her geography sector. Because her mechanical teacher's geography sector had geared up. And these kids used to study arithmetic, geography, history, and many other subjects. Right? So, she finds this book strange and she does not like it. She thinks that why there is need to write about the school. But Tommy, who has read this book, finds it interesting because this book is all about the pastime schools. Pastime schools means we can say that our time schools, right? So this Margie feels surprised, astonished when she gets to know that there existed a kind of building which was called school, and there used to be a human teacher, and all the kids used to get together and then they used to sit together and study. It is a kind of strange thing for Margie. When her mechanical teacher, which was a big black ugly screen, was teaching her mathematics, she was thinking about only and only olden times school. So this is the recapitulation of the story. Now let's discuss the question answers. Textbook questions. Thinking about the text. First question, calculate. This is a kind of activity. Calculate how many years and months ahead from now Margie's diary entry is. You have to calculate. This is to be done by you only. I'm not gonna help you out in this. Right. Now let's discuss the next question. How old are Margie and Tommy? I have told you Margie is an 11-year-old girl and Tommy, who is older to her, he is 13-year-old boy. I hope this is clear to you, right? Next question, what did Margie write in her diary? As I have told you some minutes ago, she wrote in her diary that today Tommy had found a real book. Real book, I hope you remember, real book refers to this paper book. Okay. Next question. Had Margie ever seen a book before? No, Margie had not seen a book before. It can be said when she saw the book, it was a strange thing for her. Though she knew it because her grandfather's grandfather had told her grandfather about the schools, about the book, right? That the books used to be printed. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Next question. What things about the book she find strange? What are the things which Margie finds strange? Margie found it strange that the words in the book stood still. Stood still means they were not moving like e-books. Instead of moving the book the way they did in e-books, the words which were written there, the words which were printed in the paper book, they were completely different from the e-books. In e-books, words used to be moving, but in this paper book, the words were still. And when they turned the pages, Margie and Tommy turned the pages, the words were same there. So it was a strange thing for them. Next question. What do you think a telebook is? I hope you all know what telebook is. Yes, a telebook is an electronic book which is read on a computer. We can say the book which we read on a computer, like we can see that n number of books are stored, right? So a telebook is an electronic book which is read on a computer or on a television screen. The software contains many books, right, inserted in it. Next question. Where was Margie's school? Did she have any classroom? I hope you people remember. In my previous video, I had told you that her schoolroom was next to her bedroom and she used to study alone. She had no classmate. Okay. Next question. What subjects did Margie and Tommy learn? 3 subjects we have discussed in our video. Rest, as you people know, you are taught a number of subjects. Same is with these kids. The subjects which we have discussed is, firstly, Margie and Tommy used to learn geography. Geography sector, remember, in which, and geography subject in which Margie was facing problem. History sector which had blanked out. And arithmetic in which mechanical teacher was teaching addition of fraction. And besides these mentioned subject, we can assume that they were taught many other subjects too, right? I hope this is clear to you. Now we will be discussing answer each of these questions in a short paragraph, like 30 words answer. Our first question is, what kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? I have told you earlier too The Tommy and Margie have had mechanical teachers. They were computers and television screens which were large, black, and ugly. And the lessons were preloaded in them. And these teachers give instructions to the students. And there was a slot as well in which students had to submit their homework as well as their test. I hope this question is clear to you. We have next question. Why did Margie's mother send for the county inspector? We had discussed that Margie was doing worse and worse in her geography subject. Let's discuss the answer. Margie's mother called for the county inspector because geography teacher was giving Margie test after test and she was doing worse and worse. So Margie's mother got worried and called the county inspector to check the problem, to check the machine. County inspector came and checked its problem. Right? Next question. What did he do? He here refers to county inspector. So what did he do? We have discussed earlier too that county inspector came and checked Margie's geography sector. Then he informed that this geography sector had geared up to the higher level, and because of this, Margie was doing worse and worse. He adjusted the geography sector to the average level, average 10-year-old kids level. Right? Next question. Why was Margie doing badly in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? We have discussed it. As Margie's performance was falling down, she was doing worse and worse in geography. Geography teacher was giving her test after test and she was doing worse and worse. So county inspector helped her by setting geography sector to the average level of 10-year-old kid. It had geared up to the higher level. So after setting it to the average 10-year-old kid, now she was doing well, or we can say it was set to her level and it was now fine. Next question. What had once happened to Tommy's teacher? We had discussed that Tommy's history sector had blanked out completely. So his mechanical teacher was taken for a month. His history section had been deleted completely. So the teacher had been taken for repairs. And it took approximately 1 month to set it right. Next question. Did Margie have regular days and hours for school? If so, why? We had discussed that Margie's mother said that if the young girls study at the regular hours, then they perform well. Yes, she used to study at the regular hours except Sunday and Saturday, except Saturdays and Sundays. Her mother was very much particular about it and had told Margie that she would learn better if she studied at the regular hours. I hope you remember what we had discussed in our previous videos, and you will be able to write the answers, right? Next question. How does Tommy describe the old kind of schools? We have discussed it. Tommy said that in old kind of schools there was a men teacher who told a few things to the students, who gave them homework. There was a big building which was called a school. There, all the neighborhood students, all the neighborhood children used to get together and sit together and study together. There used to teach a human teacher, and the men teacher was knowledgeable enough as mechanical teacher. I hope this is clear. How does he describe the old kind of teachers? Again, he here refers to Tommy. He says the old teachers were not the regular kind of teacher. Regular kind of teacher means mechanical teacher. Tommy says the old kind of teachers were not like regular teachers. They were human beings and they were not machines, and they used to teach all the same age group students together in a particular classroom. I hope this is clear to you. This is enough for today. In next video, we will be discussing long answer type questions as well as the exercise given at the back. Your homework task is you have to write the answers of all the questions discussed in this video. Right? Please do the work timely and don't leave the work for later time. Okay? Take care, stay safe, stay healthy.